Stanley, Scuba, Sailing, and Adventures. I appreciate you being here with me to log an entry in the travel journal. If this is your first time, please hit that subscribe button. Today we'll be scuba diving St. Kitts Old Road Bay dive site. This is dive number 7 in this 19-part dive series. Scuba diving St. Kitts and Saba. Here's my dive buddy Mitch, and we have found the safe. I don't know any of the history about this safe, but we were told there was a safe on this dive site. All of the videos in this 19-part dive series were recorded during a week-long live-aboard. We started in St. Kitts, cruising and diving, and then cruising and diving in Saba, and ending in St. Martin. This is the third dive of the day on our second day of diving. Those things sticking out of the sand are brown garden eels. The brown garden eels range in size from 8 to 15 inches, reaching a maximum of 20 inches. And are most often found in depths of water from 15 to 200 feet. And you can see they retract into the sand as you get close. Brown garden eels. The distinctive features of the brown garden eels are their brown to gray head and upper bodies, and they live in colonies. I spy with my little diver's eye some yellow goatfish. The yellow goatfish range in size from 6 to 12 inches, reaching a maximum of 15.5 inches, and are most often found in depths of water from 5 to 200 feet. The yellow goatfish. I love watching the yellow goatfish. Their distinctive features include a row of 3 dark rectangular body blotches visible when the fish are active. When they're resting, they change to blotched or molted reddish brown. They also have those 2 barbels you see them using to dig in the sand. The barbels are beneath their chin and can be folded back into grooves when not in use. Here we have some yellow tube sponges. Are yellow tube sponges animals or plants? They're animals, and they're actually members of the sponge family, which are some of the simplest multicellular animals on Earth. They filter feed, and water flows in through tiny pores and out through larger openings. They capture bacteria, plankton, and organic material. I see a porcupine fish swimming away, and we'll follow slowly and see if we can get a better look. The porcupine fish range in size from 1 to 2 feet, reaching a maximum of 3 feet, and are most often found in depths of water from 10 to 60 feet. In my opinion, the porcupine fish and the spot-fin burrfish look extremely similar, but I'm pretty confident this is a porcupine fish. And you can see it there, it ducked into this hole. I'll try to get a better angle on it. And looks like we have a lot going on here. Yes, we have a spotted trunkfish in front of our porcupine fish. The spotted trunkfish range in size from 6 to 12 inches, reaching a maximum of 16 inches, and are most often found in depths of water from 15 to 60 feet. I think our porcupine fish is feeling a little camera shy today and we don't want to stress him out, so we'll just move on and maybe he'll come out later. This dive site is loaded with barrel sponges, and we'll continue to see those throughout the dive. Here's another large barrel sponge right in front of us, and keep in mind those sponges are animals, filter feeders. Sponges grow very slowly, so looking at these large barrel sponges, consider that they grow probably on average less than an inch a year. So when we see these 3 to 5 foot barrel sponges, which we'll see throughout this dive, they could easily be 100 years old. Some details about the dive. The dive started just after 2 o'clock in the afternoon and lasted almost a full hour. In terms of the dive profile, the average depth of my dive was 43 feet, while the maximum depth was 57 feet. My dive computer reported an average water temperature of 84 degrees Fahrenheit. As we look off into the distance, you can get an idea about the visibility. I would estimate the visibility to be 60 plus feet, give or take. Again, note all of the barrel sponges. The shape of this barrel sponge is quite odd. There's a rock hind. They seem to be a little camera shy. There's definitely a lot going on this reef. Plenty to see. Here we have a stoplight parrotfish in the initial phase. The stoplight parrotfish range in size from 1 to 1.5 feet, reaching a maximum of 2 feet, and are most often found in depths of water from 15 to 80 feet. That was the stoplight parrotfish in the initial phase. Here we have a couple of black bar soldierfish. The black bar soldierfish range in size from 4 to 6 inches, reaching a maximum of 8.5 inches, and are most often found in depths of water from 15 to 60 feet. The black bar soldierfish. And there we get another look, where he takes a look at us. Again, that's the black bar soldierfish. Look at the size of some of those barrel sponges. Wow, that one right in front of us, just off to the left, has got to be every bit of 100 years or better. Incredible. Plant or animal? That is a feather duster. The feather duster is actually a worm, and it looks like a plant. The feathers are actually feeding tentacles. And here we have yet another, actually a group of large barrel sponges right behind our feather duster. Here we have a bearded fireworm. Don't want to touch that. They eat coral and anemones. They tend to be more active at night, so I'm a little surprised to see this one out moving around. And there we just saw a large drumfish swim behind it, and that drumfish is hiding. I don't think we're going to get another look at that adult drumfish. The blue fish we see here schooling together and swimming around are called Creole wrasse. We do have a couple of other fish mixed in, but the blue ones are Creole wrasse. This fish with the black spot near the tail is a butter hamlet. The butter hamlet range in size from 3 to 4.5 inches, reaching a maximum of 5 inches, and are most often found in depths of water from 10 to 50 feet. The butter hamlet. Note the distinctive large black saddle blotch on the base of the tail. More of those large barrel sponges. This reef has obviously been around for a long time. There's a spotted moray eel in this hole, and I'll try to get a better angle on it, but the spotted moray eels range in size from 1.5 to 3 feet, reaching a maximum of 4 feet, and they're most often found in depths of water from 6 to 40 feet. The distinctive features of the spotted moray eel include the speckling or dark brown to black spots and blotches that contrast with the pale undercolor. Here we have the invasive lionfish, and I believe this one might be a juvenile. I haven't seen one quite this small for a long time. They are invasive here in the Caribbean, and they are quite a problem. It's always near the end of the dive when you find something really cool. I don't see these that often. This is a balloonfish. Look at those eyes. The balloonfish range in size from 8 to 14 inches, reaching a maximum of 20 inches, and are most often found in depths ranging from 6 to 50 feet. The balloonfish. And just like that, it was time to head up for the safety stop. Look at those rays of sunshine coming through the water. Another spectacular dive here in St. Kitts. And as always, I enjoy comments and feedback. Would love to hear from you.
Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment.